This aren't updated, Lewis. Hello. Hello.
Are you going to help me with the screen?
Yeah, I'm going to
try. Thank you so much. Is that awful? Good afternoon from Sheffield, South Africa under 24 women play against Great Britain. Are we live here?
We should be. Yeah.
Okay, can I talk?
Yeah.
Can I roll? Thank you, Lewis. Righto, South Africa under 24 women playing against Great Britain. South Africa black in court A. Lisa van Rijn playing. Ilana Marais, Olivia Langston. And Roxanne Grenier, Callista Pike, Keandra Langston, Helen van Rijn, Marine Graaf, Michelle Joyce, Eleanor de Kok, the captain, Nicole Smith, and Helen being the vice captain. I'm not sure, I'll try and see who's sitting out for this game. South Africa playing black against Great Britain, Court A. First game for the ladies playing in this match today. We've got Emma Pitsforth, Nia Matthews, Sophie Speed, Emily McEwen, Charlie Brincat, Olivia Dew, Zoe Harmon, Alicia Oates, Maddie Walker, Linka, and before I could get the last two names, ready to start. So Africa against Great Britain. Great Britain obviously playing in their home country, will want to make their spectators proud. I see the pavilion is full here in Court A. South Africa lose the kick-off to Australia, taking it to Great Britain, taking immediately to the side of the pool, as we have South Africa trying to capitalise and get possession of the puck, swimming it up on the far side of the pool. South Africa swimming hard. Well played there by the South African girls, getting their stick on the puck. Number 6 from South Africa, Callista, and number 8, Zoe, the vice captain from Great Britain, with a turn here from number 7, Keandra Langston, the sister of Olivia, two sisters in this team, playing for South Africa. Back to number 12, the captain, intercepted by number 2, Emma from Great Britain. Well done, Emma. Number 3 coming into play, Nia Matthews. Callista again, number 6. It's a tight game so far, without any infringements. Good flick there, but intercepted by South Africa. Callista showing her skills by getting that puck on the stick and then down, with Eleanor following up, not allowing the puck to be stolen, flinking it down the side of the pool, creating space. Could that be Lisa van Rijn opening up, swimming straight with the 45 to the goal of area of Great Britain. Great Britain getting the puck, unfortunately flicked away there by South Africa, as the South African trying to get the stick onto the puck again. Good play by number 7, Keandra. Number 9 getting into position. There was number 6 upside down. 6 is a 9, so number 6 is Callista, no number 9 in this team for South Africa. First infringement in Court A, with 1 minute 50 seconds gone. First infringement. Well done, ladies. Good play for nearly 2 minutes long without infringement. It's called against Great Britain. South Africa on the attack in the first half of this tight contested match. Both teams evenly matched. Great Britain get a puck, swimming straight down the side of the pool. Good play by Great Britain, good support. Unfortunately, Callista again gets the opportunity to intercept one of our top players. Both her brothers playing for South Africa as well, not of this tournament, but have been on the international levels. Good save there by Great Britain, as the South African player just held on a bit too long. She had 2 players on her side. Another good steal there by Callista, and just putting her player into a position to swim it far across the pool with 2 Great Britain players. Good save there by South Africa. There was nearly an interception there by Great Britain. On the far side of the pool, not ready to see the numbers. Whoever is left-handed, well done there from Great Britain. Swimming down the pool, not hearing the buzzer go. The left-handed player from Great Britain's creating space there, but unfortunately for Great Britain, infringement called against them. As we have 3 minutes gone in this contested game, no score yet. South Africa playing black against Great Britain white, and 24 ladies in court A. South Africa on the halfway in the middle of the pool where they started 3 minutes ago. Get advantage puck, taking it out to the side of the pool underneath the substitution box of Great Britain. Let's see if we can capitalise on that, get the puck out, somewhere down the side at the right moment, bring it in. Well done, South Africa, getting the puck off the stick from the Great Britain lady there. Infringement called against South Africa. I can't see the infringement. We'll see if I can see it for you guys. Could have been a stick infringement or body blocking, because it looked a bit easy to get that puck off that stick.
Emma Pitchforth going down now to take control of the game for Great Britain, and Hein now holds a record for the person to share the commentary position with me and speak for the longest time without me getting a single word in. That's quite impressive. I have actually been sat here for nearly 5 minutes just thinking, like, can I talk yet? Can I talk yet?
Yeah, shame. Sorry, I didn't hear your voice in the background, Lewis. Good to talk to Lewis. Lewis, chief in charge here, doing a good job with the commentating work in the commentating box. Thanks, Lewis, for joining me.
Lovely little drive there by the South African, individually going, just making a nice 45 swim, and 5 GB girls down chasing her, and then once she stopped and went up, those 5 girls all lifted at the same time, and the support play from South Africa perfectly timed their Hein.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's an open game. The players are checking each other, seeing if they can create space, drawing players in, and then Great Britain capitalising on that beautiful move by Great Britain.
Yeah, I was just trying to see who that is. That looks like it's Ellie Shelley. Yes, it is. Ellie Shelley going the distance.
Yeah.
Nice little 45 off the wall, and then turning the corner really nicely over time, supported by Fiona Maynard in the centre there. And Great Britain,
nice.
Yeah,
Good.
just very typical move there by GB, coming under their subs bin, getting the fresh players in, moving it down to halfway, and then deciding, well, if you guys want to sub, if South Africa, you get yourselves out, but we're moving out to the other side of the pool, and you're going to have to swim a lot further, even though you're fresh. And we proved then you're not going to catch some of these girls in the GB front line.
What's also nice there, Alex, is the fact that they had support there. Lewis, even though South Africa was defending, there was just no South African player down there, and 2 GB players down, and a hard swim straight into the goal. Well done, GB. And to Ellie, what is her number there?
Number 13.
Number 13, Ellie Shelley. Well done, Ellie. Also, Eleanor, exactly the same spelt name. Eleanor de Kock, our captain. Number 12, and Ellie, number 13.
Ellie Shelley, I believe, the Great Britain under-24 women's squad DJ, or chief in charge of tunes.
Okay.
Is Great Britain get another advantage puck in the water at the moment. At right back is Charlie Brincat. Centre back, Alyssa Oates, the captain. Left back, let's see, is that? No, it's not Sophie Beard, it's Emily at left back.
A lot of support here on the spectator pavilion for the GB players, helping their players on. And South Africa need to reconcile and consolidate and get the puck back into the GB area, as we see them in the far side corner from South Africa, recycling the puck, waiting for the right opportunity with number 4 there for South Africa, Olivia, trying to get the movement going. Unfortunately for us, GB is just too strong. Luckily we break away. Numbers looks like, is it Callista again? Number 7, Kendra. Beautiful play there by South Africa. Let's see if we can capitalise on that and keep going. Good play, South Africa, absorbing the pressure and just waiting for the right moment and swimming out of the goal face. One of your players are out there, Lewis.
Charlie Brincat getting taken out. I was going to say before, while you were speaking, she did a great job on the advantage puck, making sure she didn't let play go out to the corner, and did her best to try and keep the play in the central channel.
Well, it's a 1 minute infringement for Charlie, number 6. sitting on the side of the pool there. South Africa 6 in the water against 5. Another GB player out.
Oh, that's Fee Maynard.
Okay. Right, so number 12 sitting out.
And South Africa going to take a timeout, Hein?
Yeah, let's see if we can get this going. Let's see if we can get some momentum going. 6 against 4, South Africa down 1-0 with timeout called, yeah. Obviously a good time to call a timeout for South Africa and see if we can just not flick the puck away, keep the puck, keep possession, and get back onto the scoreboard. South Africa are behind 1-0. Beautiful goal by the Eleanor Shelley, who just swam right around the South African team, and like Lewis said, busy substituting at the wrong time.
Wouldn't necessarily say it's the wrong time, because as you judge it as a player, I think you'll agree that as it's coming down the wall towards your subs area, you kind of say, right, get the fresh players out now because it's a good place for us to be impacted. But whilst you're making that decision that it's in a safe place near the subs being I'll sub, is the other team's tactics, and what GB did really well is to say, now, because I know you're going to sub, I'm going to swim and take it over here.
Exactly. It looked like they were all up, nobody down there. Right, so Africa 6 against 4. As we see South Africa number 2, Lisa van Rijn, trying to create space, working it up on the side here. South Africans on the attack, 6 against 4. Come on, South Africa. Into the corner of GB. GB just trying to run down the stopwatch as we have 6 seconds to go for the one player to come back. Just waiting there. Good breath hold there by the GB player. South Africa want to get this stick on the puck. They want to create space. They want to get into the center area. They want to get into the danger area of Great Britain, while the GB girls are really doing very well here. Just slowing the game down.
Ellie Shelley there doing the reset underneath the sin bin, knowing that there's players going to be sent in, and they're sort of saying that maybe Charlie Brinkat should be in by now because her time penalty, it says on our screen, finished a long time ago.
Right.
And we've got a stoppage.
Yeah, stoppage called, and
so maybe
interesting.
Maybe a miscommunication there, that maybe she had 2 minutes and the signal
it looks like it was a miscommunication there, Lewis. As they definitely still sitting on the deck there, as you can see on the side there next to the chief ref. And South Africa still 6 against 4 in the danger area. GB doing a very good job by just absorbing the pressure, waiting for the puck to come and swimming it straight into the corner. Court A, South Africa 0 and GB 1. Well done, GB. Come on, South Africa. Work it up. We still got both. It's back 6-6. 6 GB players in the water against the 6 from South Africa. Number 12, Eleanor turning, swimming hard. Callista following up and swimming down the side of the wall here. And then GB trying to intercept as we have them taking possession again. South Africa's now been in that area for the last 5 minutes, Lewis. Without opportunity.
It's been good pressure, and even though the puck's just gone in there, well, you can't see because it's not underwater, but the puck was put in, but it's going to be an advantage puck, and it looks like GB will still be on the defensive. The puck going to be put on the 5 metre line, and almost a very replicated position, but now Georgie Lamble, the Great Britain coach, takes her first time out. And I have to say, the first time out that was taken was really beautifully timed by the South African coach in the water, because there was 2 players on the side, and if she just... Well, she doesn't have to wait, because as soon as the penalty clocks won't start until the game's in progress. Although the player who was already in the sin bin, which was Charlie Brinkat, her time penalty would have continued to run down if she didn't make that time out. So very wise move to try and give her team, or give their team, the best advantage to be a 6-on-4 power play, but unable to convert.
That's right. No, I see. You got 12 players in your squad, eh?
Mm-hmm.
South Africa 11, so we've got, I don't know who's sitting out for you. That's Sophia and Ninky.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you pronounce the name of number 11?
Number Ninky.
And the last name?
Lisenja.
say it all in one?
Lisenja.
And say both names?
Ninky Lisenja.
Fair enough there. There we go, Ninka. Let's see what you think about that. Or Macha, if you're watching. It's Ninka Leisenka.
Leisenka. Okay.
So she's
Polish?
Dutch name.
Oh, okay.
So she was speaking Afrikaans with Rudolph earlier in the week.
I see Ninke, yeah. Right, South Africa getting the stick on the puck as they swim around the face of the goal area in the last third quarter of the Great Britain's court. Let's see if South Africa can capitalise on the fact that they've been on the attack for the last 5-6 minutes and they just can't convert this into a goal, as GB girls just absorbing the pressure and waiting for the moment that they work it up on the side of the pool underneath the substitution area.
I've got to say, it's very interesting the way that this game is unfolding before us, because it's really all been South Africa camped out in Great Britain territory, other than moments where Great Britain have been able to use their speed and the power through their front line to break at speed, and then cleverly drawn fouls maybe, or just a good desire to play the game and having advantage pucks which are then put in the area. But of course, if you get an advantage puck there and you keep all 6 players in, you're at quite an advantage, because if you were the last defender and you're facing 3 of these GB girls, if you stop the play because of a clumsy stick challenge, you then get 6 girls behind the puck. You can get your fresh players in from the subs bench after you've been attacking for so long, and then who's the better team? Because if you've got 6 or 4 fresh defenders and all 6 of your players behind the puck, it's a lot easier to score. It's a lot easier to defend the goal than it is to score in it, in my opinion. I don't know what you think, Hein.
No, definitely. They'd rather just slow the game down as well, absorb the pressure, and as you said, rotate, because it's very difficult for South African players to then substitute, because it's so far away from the South African area, and the UK ladies, the GB ladies, just rotating their players from the substitution box, getting their players into position, absorbing the pressure, and at the right moment they just swam it out of the goal area again. And the game is now taking place on the far side of the pool in the halfway line, and GB again working it up with 2 minutes 30 seconds to go. South Africa would love to get back into the half of GB and see if they can't just get it 1-1. As we can see, the ref here in an excellent position. 3 refs in the water. Excellent refs that we got at this tournament from all over the world assisting. I think we got total probably about 30-40 refs. I'm not sure.
30 refs.
30 refs in total. All doing it for the love of the game. Nobody gets paid. Take unpaid leave to be here for 2 weeks. Right, come on, South Africa. Number 8 there for South Africa. Helen van Rijn trying to get a body into position. The puck unfortunately coming out to Helen, one of our strong swimmers, with number 7 Keandra turning and Nicole and putting Callista in a position to attack. And flicking it down the middle of the pool onto the GB stick, unfortunately well intercepted, and South Africa get the puck back, putting a lot of pressure here on GB. Lewis?
Yeah, a lot of pressure, but it's being dealt with very well. The middle line is doing an excellent job for GB. I know they're playing more of a 3-3 formation, but those 2 wing-backs are doing such a good job of being able to force players onto Alyssa Oates. Alyssa Oates is positioning. Alyssa, one of our elite players, just doing a fantastic job of knowing exactly when to get down and exactly what to do in those situations and where to go. It's very similar to the elite captain, who I'm sure will have taught us some skills, Rachel Hickey. But we've got a stoppage, and I think South Africa have just played it down the back wall and got that goal that you were after just before half-time, a big psychological advantage going into the second half.
We needed that, and you could see we had about 4 players down there, and very patiently, it's easy to make an infringement there, being attacking, being over-eager, making a gloving infringement, but fortunately for South Africa, staying calm and making sure the stick's on the puck and swimming it into the goal. 30 seconds to go, 1-1, goal by Alana Marais. Well done, Ilana, number 3 for South Africa, scoring that goal brilliantly for South Africa. With 20 seconds to go, GB get the kick-off, playing it wide, flicking it onto the South African stick. South Africa taking it down the side of the pool. They'll obviously try and slow it down now with 5 seconds to go. I think that'll be the half-time score, Alex. 3-3. Ach, Lewis, calling you Alex the whole time. Yeah, I don't know why. And that's it, half-time.
Yeah, I've not really got a clue why you call me Alex, but hey, not a problem. I'll answer to most things.
Right, so 1-1, Court A here in Sheffield, with Pamela McCaw, the coach for South Africa, the head coach, and Jean Bester, the water coach, going to talk to a team. As I sit here in the commentating room, all the players are on the side of the pool deck, waiting for Jean just to give them the right advice, what to do and what not to do. And Nicole Smith for South Africa, I can see now, yeah, Nicole Smith sitting out this game, number 13. And for GB, Sophia Speed and Ninke Lisinja sitting out,
Ninka Leisenka.
Ninke Leisenka, number 11, and number 4, Sophia Speed sitting out.
Georgie Lamble, the head coach for the under-24 girls, spoke to me after they came on the couch for the Live and Kicking. Live and Kicking going out every evening at 7:30 p.m. on the Court B channel, if anybody wants to listen in. And she was saying after, it's I've really got the hang of saying Ninka's name. It's really good that I can pronounce it, and it's a pretty good job too, consider we've been going out for a while. So I'd have been in a bit of trouble if I kept pronouncing it wrong. So it's going to turn into a new fun game. See how people pronounce that name.
I believe so. Right, 1 minute 30 seconds to go. The refs also getting a chance to take a breather and just have a small little chat, seeing what they're up to and what they can do to improve their position and what they're seeing and what they aren't seeing. As we see our photographer on the deck there taking a photo on the chief deck area. Some good coverage we're getting here from our photographers and our TV crew to show you guys back home what's happening here in Sheffield.
So here's a question for you, Hein. You refer to, so we call it a strike, the opening phase of the game. We call that a strike. How long has it been, have you referred to it as a kickoff?
How long do we do?
How long have you referred to it as a kickoff? Because obviously if you think of sports like, your soccer and rugby and other sports that involve a ball, it normally involves some sort of a kickoff because you're kicking the ball. We don't kick the puck. And then I was thinking about it myself. Technically, it's two people kicking off to see who has the best kick to get to the puck. Is that the way that you've referred to it as?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the kickoff, the start.
Yeah.
The start of the game.
Yeah.
Who gets to the puck first?
Yeah, because
from kickoff. Well, I think we call it more the start of the game.
Yeah.
And then who gets to the puck first? And it's not always. Sometimes the strategy is not to get to the puck first.
No, you see a lot of teams, especially Colombia. Colombia don't really mind
waiting for the puck to come onto them. That's right.
Yeah, they just let the puck, people flick it into that gap, and then that central player will turn and have the support there from the Colombians. Yeah, I think I've always referred to it as a strike because it's the first strike on the puck to move it. Yeah. So it's just a curiosity thing, not saying anything's wrong with the term, and just thinking of where's that term come from, and all the differences. And that's the only thing you sort of get when you commentate with different people and you listen to everything they say. No. I also find it fun that the Spanish-speaking commentators call it the disco. Okay. The puck is called the disco. Disco.
And another Australians call their stick a bat. I think, what do you call it, also a stick?
A stick or pusher.
Or pusher. Right, so GB early on in the second half, hard on the attack again, just like they started the first half. And South Africa get the advantage puck here as they need to get out of the danger area. South Africa scored a goal in the last 2 minutes of the first half, making it 1-1. GB doing very, very well. Lovely, South Africa swimming wide open into the wide open space, and GB not able to intercept that puck as quickly as they did previously in the first half, creating space for the South Africans to go low down underneath the body of the GB girl. Well done to South Africa. GB absorbing the pressure. They're trying to get the puck and swim into the corner again. Beautiful interception there, Lewis.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate this has been pulled up because he was very clever. A lot of players can just be, have it in their head to say, I'm down and I'm going to go this way and take it to the wall. And there was just a little bit of space and enough space to get it across her goal, and she was going to make it under her subs bin so the girls in the water could reset, because they'd had a very promising attack off the strike and a good response to going down to that equalising goal. And that's a good clearance to the corner there.
Excellent clearance. The GB lady in a very good position there to swim it straight to the corner after number 6, Callista. Just flicked the puck onto her stick. And well done, Eleanor, doing a small little curl there. Excellent steal there by GB.
Yeah, Ellie Shelley just hits a stick down in frustration after losing out to a good stick tackle.
Come on, South Africa. You're on the attack. Beautiful play here. by South Africa with bodies down at the bottom. Oh yeah, beautiful save there by GB. I don't know who your back was there. Excellent, because that puck was going straight to the goal. And here we go. Come on, yes.
Oh, and thought that Maddie Walker had just got her stick on that then to stop it down. Excellent work by Alyssa Oates getting out of danger, but then just swarmed on by the South African either middle line or back line, just coming down, and then that little swim and through chip shot into the goal tray.
Excellent. Helen van Ryn, the vice captain, number 8, scoring for South Africa, making it 2-1, being 1-0 down for a long time, drawing just before the end of the first half, and now scoring a goal in the second half with 11 minutes 41 seconds left in this game.
I think you as a what do you think of this group so far? I think it's going to be one of the closest groups, separated. A lot of these games have already been tied, scoring draws, and we've had GB have been in a couple of one goal victories and 1 goal losses.
If you look at the scores, you can see there's a lot of players who can win gold in this league. There's no one team that we can say now for sure is going to win this competition. As you rightly said, Lewis, the score is most of the scores so far very close. As you can see, this won't be a high-scoring game either. I saw your under 24 team scoring in the last 30 seconds to draw a game against, I think, France.
Yes, it was France.
Yeah, it was France earlier today or yesterday.
First game this morning at 8 a.m.
At 8 p.m. Yeah, so nobody is giving their games away. Highly contested league this. As we know, these are all eligible players for playing elites next year in Australia. Good tournament to make your statement and get your spot in the team for next year for elites. As we have South Africa defending here against attack from. No, are we on the attack here? Yeah, we are. South Africa on the attack. GB defending now for the last 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, don't forget we swap ends at half time. So South Africa is scoring in that goal to the right.
Oh,
they've already got one, and there's the second goal of the second half.
Ah, lovely South Africa. Let's see if that goal's awarded. Yes, all 3 refs indicate to the chief ref that is a goal. And it'll be awarded to Olivia Langston. Lovely Olivia. Olivia and Keandra, 2 sisters in this team. Olivia being our left-hand player. Their dad is the coach of the 1980s team. And their mom is also here, Yvette. So the whole family is here. Well done to Kevin and Yvette Langston. Beautiful play there by Olivia. Right, so all of a sudden from 1-0 down to 3-1. As GB take the kick-off, take it to the side, bring it back to the middle, onto the South African stick, unfortunately, and accepted. The puck was waiting there for anybody to take it. GB took it. Unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize on that move. And GB, beautiful skill there by the GB goal. Just look what happens when you stay down. Was that number 7, Keandra Langston?
Good hit there by Maddie Walker, taking the puck down into the South African defensive corner.
There. Beautiful play by GB. 3-1, and GB would like to score now with 8 minutes left in this tight game. Well done. Beautiful curl there by the GB lady. And Eleanor, just a small little jinx. Come on, Eleanor. A lot of experience here from Eleanor. And she still stays down. Let's see, the goal right behind you, Eleanor. Lovely. Good play there from South Africa. Who's your left-handed player there, Lewis?
Charlie Brinkat, most likely, number 6.
She did very, very well there to steal the puck. Come on, South Africa, straight down the middle. Keep it going. Yeah, excellent. Yes. Beautiful, South Africa. A small little jinx there. Number 10 there for South Africa, Marine Graaf. Number 12 again, Eleanor de Kok. Come on, Marine. Get the puck out there. As number 7, Keandra is waiting behind you.
So just from that one swim coming off the wall on the, well, not even coming off the wall, just going down in the channel, down that near side wall, just turning defence into attack, and a very hard position for both teams because you're quite far away from your subs bin, and it's a hard point to get under to be able to.
Oh yeah, I see Pam showing Jean to call a timeout. Pam being the head coach and Jean the coach in the water. Let's see what's going to happen if South Africa's going to call a timeout after the infringement. South Africa hard on attack again, protecting the puck here by number 10 Marine.
Great little over the top tackle there by Ellie Shelley, showing Zoe Hyam how it's done.
Yeah, good play there. If you following this live, GB's not taking this lying down, as you can see there, creating space, creating a opportunity just to flick the puck, unfortunately, onto the South African stick. Beautiful play.
Good work, Maddie Walker.
That should be
Maddie
a goal.
Walker's flick. That should be a goal. Great teamwork there by GB.
Yeah, so Africa was hard on the attack, and GB just kept going, and the wall just broke.
I think you'll just notice that the way that GB came, it was like we're going, Ellie Shelley started that with that over the top tackle.
Yeah.
The next person took it across, turned, laid it off, they went off on a 45, and the South Africans were never able to figure out exactly where they had to go down because GB were changing directions while staying in that central channel and managed to get it through to the goal, and that was a very well executed drive.
Very well. And with that as well, Lewis, they were creating space by swimming hard when they had the puck. They were swimming into the open areas, and as you rightfully said, South Africa just couldn't stop that wave of hard swimming. Well, this is time called out, team timeout called by Jean. She won't be very happy with her team conceding that goal. 3-2, it's anybody's match this, with still a lot of time to go, 6 minutes and 11 seconds. A lot of hockey still to take place here.
Not a lot of kicking outs, just those two in the first half.
Yeah.
Charlie Brinkat and Fiona Maynard out on the side, and since then it's been a very clean game. It's very similar to how it started with that opening 2 minutes without a stoppage.
That's right.
And let's just see how this one unfolds. GB on the comeback.
Well, most definitely GB not taking this lying down as they want to come back and draw this game. As we said earlier, in the last 30 seconds they scored a goal yesterday or this morning, and they can do it again. So South Africa need to be aware of that. Good turn there by GB. Intercepted by South Africa. It's a good game to watch this afterwards, for young players. You see what happens when you protect the puck and you stay down. And South Africa swimming hard. And a GB goal there, good back protection there from your GB player. Lewis, very good defensive play. Absorbing the pressure and just swimming it out to the corner.
Yeah, it has been good defensive performance. No goals being created by defensive mistakes on either side of the puck. Everything that's happened in this game has just been done by brilliant attacking. And, what else can you do to defend that?
Yeah, nothing. And speed. South Africa, watch out. Nearly intercepted by GB. Good collection there by GB, and unfortunately just flicking the puck onto the South African player's stick against the wall here in the GB half. Lovely play there by number 7 again, Keandra Langston. Well done, Keandra. Yes, this should be a goal. Come on.
Great last second hit there by the offside back for
timing.
GB. It may well have been Alyssa Oates once again. Just perfect timing.
Beautiful timing. In a 3-meter pool, you've got to have your timing spot on. South Africa are hard on the attack in the goal area.
Oh, and a swim across the tray. Is this going to be something that we see like a penalty goal? No, they've said that it did go in.
It went in and came out, yeah.
Very interesting. Just we can't zoom in on the camera any closer, and obviously
South
the ref's
Africa
in a good position to see that and awarding a goal, and no complaints by the GB players.
Brilliant play by both teams, but South Africa finishing it off well by Callista Pike, number 6. Callista's been playing for years. Like I said, part of a family of 2 brothers also playing, and it's a team timeout by White. Good time to call team timeout. Being 4-2 down with 4 minutes to go in the second half.
Yeah, you've 4 minutes to go. It's enough time to get, GB have to score next if they want to come back into this match. If South Africa get another goal, it's effectively game over in my opinion. But it's not out of reach.
Yeah.
Two goals in 4 minutes is plenty of time. You lose 30 seconds for the restart. but you also get the 2-minute stop clock for any stoppages. So if you can score in the next 90 seconds, and then everything that happens after the restart is in the last 2 minutes, that's far more valuable than it taking 3 minutes to score the goal and then only having the last 30 seconds.
No, definitely, Lewis. We've seen GB playing the game for 15 minutes and a half and not just 10 minutes. So there's still 4 minutes left.
Where
in
do
this
you
tightly contested game. The score doesn't really reflect the real flow of this game. As we see, it's 4-2.
Oh no, not at all. But where do you think the difference is being made? What's the difference between these two teams, which is allowing South Africa to come out on top?
I think South Africa is finishing off well, Lewis. They, when they get the opportunity, they make sure their goal goes into the tin. If you look at GB now, but they're on the attack. Let's see if they can capitalise, get bodies down. There's only 1-2 players there. Somebody comes in from the side here. But South Africa are really, I think when they get the opportunity, they got 4-5 players down.
Good drive on the 45 to flick across the face of the goal, and it's going to be taken to the far side wall. Unlucky GB. Good little move there.
It was a good move. That was Maddie again, was it? Number 10?
Started out with Maddie, yeah. I don't know who it was who got the flick across the goal.
Yeah, somebody couldn't finish off. Maddie absorbing the pressure, drawing 2 players in, and then passing the puck to the player in the face of the goal, but she just couldn't get a stick to the puck.
It was good defensive positioning as well, because as the first player turned the furthest back away from the play, it was that player that sort of looked and was like, oh, the player's going to come this way. She adjusts her body position, knowing that they're going to try and go to the far side corner of the goal, and that's what allowed her to be able to take the puck out to the wall.
Okay, let's see if GB can get down behind the puck. And the puck comes out and they're trying to regroup, trying to create space. Good play there by both teams, not allowing anybody for a breakaway. Good play here from GB as they turn and curl and they wait patiently, not flicking the puck away like I've seen in previous games where players are inclined just to flick the puck forward. That actually just giving the puck away sometimes.
Now going to run down into that last 2 minutes, and the further South Africa take this puck away from their goal, the greater their chance of winning is. Great Britain have to cover the distance, and time is not on their side, trailing by 4-2.
Yeah, I know South Africa in a good position to finish it off and win this game with 2 minutes to go, as Lewis rightfully said. Let's see how we're going to... The 2 minutes is very long in underwater hockey, especially if you're commentating your team and you're very nervous. And let's see South Africa. Come on, girls. We need this win. With very few South African spectators physically here, but in spirit. We know a lot of parents are watching back in South Africa. Hard on the attack in the 6-meter area of the South African playing area. And there's that Maddie swimming straight through the team. Good save there by South Africa.
Emily, the player from Guildford.
Emily. Good play there from GB, absorbing the pressure by our backs and then creating space again. Marine Graaf. That's Kendra Langston, number 7, doing very well here for South Africa. Number 2 coming in from the back, Lisa van Rijn. Well done, GB, for stealing that puck off. Oh, swimming into each other there. Not intentionally. Number 6, Callista, again, good defensive play. The Frenchman called 55 seconds to go.
No, I don't think there was. I think somebody thought they'd been fouled, and everybody went up, and then the chief referee's just on the side shrugging his shoulders.
Yeah. Well done, girls. Very proud of you. As we see South Africa not going to take this. They'd love to score another goal and finish it off.
Yeah, I think Georgia Lamble would be furious if they were to score so late into this game.
Yeah.
GB doing everything right down at the attacking end, committing everybody to try and get that goal, and then because you've committed everyone into attack, it opens you up for the counter-attack, and they've done well to keep it out to the side, but just a simple way for South Africa to stay ahead in the game.
Well, South Africa on the attack with 30 seconds to go in a very good position. As Lewis said, they will not like to concede a goal here, taking it into the corner as they've done previously. They've got good bottom time, these GB ladies. And again into the corner, waiting, following up with your left-handed player, turning, They're not going to score like that, GB, with 5 seconds to go. But obviously now they're just defending. They don't want to concede a goal now.
Yeah,
That's it.
game management at its finest there by the South Africans, and GB just sort of saying, let's make sure that even though the game's put off, we need to remember that, you know, we don't score goals, we don't concede goals late in the game to put us in that position, and just turn it into a bit more of a training exercise. And an incredibly close game. South Africa just getting the better through some very good attacking play, moving the puck very nicely, moving the puck very openly, whereas GB were a bit more closed in a tighter game.
Yeah.
But the quest goes on in the under-24 women's division to, well, I think the main quest is to try and avoid 4th place.
That's
because
right.
because if you go, the predictions that we've got is like there's 5 teams that are, you know, very closely separated, and 2 others that are a bit distanced. And if you come first in the group, you get a first round bye, extra rest.
That's right, you're through.
So it's all very nice. Straight to the semi-finals on Friday, and then it's obviously 2nd versus 7th, a fairly routine, easy game. 3rd versus 6th gets a little bit harder, but the closeness that it's going to be between 4th and 5th, I really hope GB don't end up in that match. But those girls will take anything that comes to them, and the bigger the challenge, the bigger the performances. That's what the Golden Girls have done previously in the elite division, and it continues to happen. One goal loss to France in the European final, a 1 goal loss to Canada to New Zealand and Quebec, and it's just always exciting hockey. And this new group of girls coming through the age groups are just as exciting to watch.
Right, that was GB against South Africa in the under 24 division in Court A. I think directly after this, is it South Africa against GB again?
Oh, is this a double header? Have we got a double header?
And the 19.
Let's have a look. Oh, it's the same again. Are they the same colours as well? Oh, so okay. Oh, that's easy. I need to go off the feed to change it over, so we'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah. Thank you, Lewis.
Until then, that was South Africa 4, Great Britain 2 in the under 24 women's division. Remote.